Well, and somebody needs help. Somewhere.
Hello?
I swear, if it's in the building, I'm gonna laugh.
Is this another guy who accidentally fell off the building? I'm gonna be super pissed.
Oh no, it's a dude that she got injured apparently. I said it's a dude, she got injured.
I like how the city...
Did you hear that moan?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Phelan? You like how the city what?
I like how the city stays damaged after the story missions.
That is
so like all the Rhino Rampage stuff is still, still...
Ow,
still
scraping my knees.
Oh, ouch.
You got 7 seconds on the clock. 5, 4,
oh, it's
3,
gonna be a tight one.
2, 1. Circle, circle, circle!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
0.9 seconds.
I did it!
Look at that little shuffle they do it into the hospital. Jesus Christ.
Check all the purple things for like combat tours.
Look at City Girls for a second.
Okay, so yeah, you just need a combat tour.
Are there any TV shows that you guys like keep hearing is awesome? You tried getting into it, but you couldn't, and you don't ever intend to go back to it? I have a few like that, and I feel like if I said a particular one,
Yeah, bet.
All the views we will somehow get will be lost.
Bet.
You guys first. Is there any show that you guys have?
I can't think of any.
I'm trying to think. You got to remember, I'm also not a very big TV or movie guy, so...
You're a gamer and internet guy.
Yeah, that is basically me.
And a streamer.
Games, streams, and YouTube videos. That's what I'm about. I think I've felt that way about a couple of animes. Yeah, I've only watched like maybe... I'm trying to remember the name of the anime.
It wasn't Fairy Tail, was it?
No. I really like Fairy Tail. That's one of my favorites.
One Punch Man?
I think
Sword Art Online?
You're One Punch Man.
I mean, I know people give a lot of shit to that anime, but... God, can you describe it? Maybe I might figure it out. You know me, I'm a big anime dude. I'm the weeb of the group, so you can explain it to me.
I want to say it might have been Naruto, I think. I don't know. Yeah, there was a point in my life where I just watched a shit ton of different animes trying to get into the media because all my friends really enjoyed it.
That's what I tried to do.
And I was just like, a lot of these aren't hitting for me. Like to this day, the only two animes that I thoroughly enjoy watching are My Hero Academia and Fairy Tail.
Oh, I love My Hero Academia.
Most other animes I've tried to watch is just like, I'm not about it.
Most of them are just animes with fan service.
Actually, Attack on Titan. If I had to name one, probably be Attack on Titan. It's just like, it's okay.
I really tried to get into that one. Pretty much every episode ended up just being, they're gonna kill us.
Yeah,
we can fight them. Never mind, they're gonna kill us.
And then you have the edgy dude just turn into the giant titan and kill them all.
Yeah,
sorry,
that was dumb.
Granted, the fight scenes were cool.
Whoa!
I'll give
fuck
that. What the?
He had a flamethrower. Oh,
that is a really long-range flamethrower.
Wow.
Pyro or TF2, this ain't.
I will say this, I love Attack on Titan, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that they brought Season 3 here quicker than I thought they would. You know, like, I'm glad we didn't have to wait 5 or 6 years for it to come back, and it's like, at first, I predicted, I'm like, okay, they're not gonna make that same mistake, with Season 2, and I was right, and I'm glad that I assumed that. I still haven't seen Season 3, but it's gonna come on Toonami in the dub, in August, I think. But,
Easy.
You okay?
how can I say this? Shows that people really were hyped up about, but I didn't get into. It's hard for me to say because I don't really watch a lot of TV other than Netflix and, anime that comes on Toonami. It's honestly hard for me to say. I have to figure it out.
You want me to say? You guys want to hear mine?
Go ahead.
You might already know, but we're gonna get a lot of hate comments nonetheless. I really hate, and we'll never get into. I gave it a shot. Watched the first 8 episodes. Spent took 2 hours out of my time. Sat down, watched 8 episodes, maybe 10. I don't remember. And I just didn't like it. I keep hearing the show got better, like as it went on. But I just don't give a shit.
What show is it?
Adventure Time.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with you on there. I liked watching it, but
I hated it.
They dragged the show on way too much.
I freaking hated it.
I love Adventure Time.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really tried to watch it.
Okay, granted. I've only seen a couple episodes because, like I said,
what's going on?
Me not being a TV guy, as a kid, as a teenager, I only watched TV if I had literally nothing else to do.
No!
But I always enjoyed watching Adventure Time. I didn't watch each and every single episode, but the episodes I did watch, I usually enjoyed. There were a couple that got that wasn't very fun to watch.
The suit is swallowed.
But there are also a couple that was just like, oh my god, that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I have to get away from Eddie.
One show, I think I kind of figured out a show. I've heard a lot of people like this show, and I hear it has a following. Clarence. I literally don't like Clarence.
I
didn't even give it the time of day, honestly.
I think it's innocent. But Adventure Time, I was watching it, and it didn't get a single response out of me. I was just bored.
To be honest, I don't really blame you on that because, it wasn't as bad as, the newer seasons before the show ended, but, there were times where they kind of, overdid it on some of the jokes, but, in the later seasons, they really kind of, dragged the show out way too... It's basically they should have just ended the show when they had the chance, but they kept it around for too long for it to, actually, respect it. They made Finn really unlikable in that show near the later seasons.
Well, that wasn't my problem. My problem was it was just so remarkably unfunny and annoying.
I get that. I was just putting in my input on it.
I thought the characters were annoying. I thought the writing was annoying.
You didn't like Jake?
I did not like Jake.
You didn't like John DiMaggio as Jake? That was freaking Bender Bending Rodriguez.
Don't care. He was...
Oh my god, it is the same voice actor, isn't it?
It was pretty much
my god.
It was pretty much just say random words that we could probably put on a t-shirt. Schmauzow! When I hear that, I think I literally paused the TV to let that line sink in on how dumb it sounded.
What's up, my glip globs?
Alright, I like that one.
No, wait, that was Rick and Morty. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, Rick and Morty, they had gibberish like that too, but they acknowledged how dumb it was and that it was supposed to be making fun of formulas. And it kind of worked, it definitely worked with Rick's character. But with Adventure Time, I feel like they're just trying to pack on a t-shirt or something.
Oh my god!
And
that was the one from.
I really hated Lumpy Princess.
This is unacceptable!
I loved Lumpy Space
Don't
Princess.
get me started on Lemon.
Lemon Grab?
Lemon Grab. I know it's the guy who does Rick and Morty, but I don't care. I love Rick and Morty, but fuck Lemon Grab.
I fucking loved Ice King, mainly because he was voiced by Tom Kenny, and I love Tom Kenny.
Ironically, that was one of the characters I could tolerate. I didn't like him, but I could tolerate him.
Ooh,
I was thinking maybe if the show is about him. Maybe if the show is about him, I'd be willing to watch another 5 episodes. Maybe.
Oh god.
Man, he's hard. What, you want to try?
Beat the shit out of you.
Sure,
I'm also a little distracted.
My head!
Oh shit!
Ow, my head!
Ow, my head! Venom just jumped on me, and my head and body went right up. He's eating my brains.
You over-explained that way too much.
My head and body went straight up his ass as soon as he landed on me.
And he keeps going.
You over-explained that, man. You had something. You had it.
Well, I didn't know any other way to explain it. Oh no, I forgot. Peter gets a migraine whenever he's too close to Venom.
It's like Harry Potter's scar.
Eddie! No!
Eddie.
Yeah.
See, migraine.
Still not about the voice actor for this.
Just.
Oh no, I'm not either. But if you played Web of Shadows, you would probably appreciate it a little bit more.
We'll probably show it to you after this.
Yeah,
recording.
I'll have to look into that later.
Yeah, he sounds literally like a 13-year-old girl, and this Spider-Man's supposed to be in high school, like he's 16 or 17. The one in Web of Shadows is supposed to be like in his 20s, and he sounds like a girl.
The voice actor for Spider-Man in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 will always be the best Spider-Man.
Who voiced for him in that game?
I don't know, which is why I didn't say his name.
Something about Eddie. I can't.
You know what? I'm gonna rock a wiki.
Rock a wiki. We're gonna make that thing every time we have a question. Rock a wiki.
Ah, screw you,
I see,
Venom.
that's funny because that's a thing I took from another Let's Play channel.
That's pretty much all I have to say about Adventure Time. Maybe the show is about Ice King. I would have watched another 5 episodes. So instead of watching the first 8 to 10 episodes, I would have watched maybe the first 15. But no, sorry, man. I just keep hearing it got so much better after season 1. I'm like, yeah, but I would have to sit through season 1 to watch it.
What do you guys think of Steven Universe?
I love that show.
I only watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, but I really enjoyed them.
Me too.
Oh, dude, you have got to catch up because there are a lot of like plot twists and big like turn of events that like freaking got me and a lot of other people are thinking, holy shit, really? Like one of our friends actually called out a theory that he had a long time ago about a character, about a certain I'm not going to say who it is, but like let's just say with like the recent episodes that came out this season, he was right.
Okay, the voice actor for Spider-Man in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is Josh Keaton.
Yeah, I know that guy. I just forgot where he was from. I've heard that name before, but like I can't remember.
Steven Universe, it actually did have something that Adventure Time didn't. It was entertaining from the beginning. Alright, first impressions are really important to me. And Steven Universe had a good opening.
I love the following the game has. Not game, the series has.
Yeah, they have some pretty cool following. They're not too obsessed. Well, they're obsessed, but in the good way. They aren't freaking psychos about it. They just love the show, and they have a good reason to. But what I liked about the first, like, I basically did the same thing I did for Adventure Time. Sat down, had like my popcorn and some food, some drinks. You know, took like a couple hours out of my day, and just watched the first like around 10 episodes.
Talon's back up to bat, by the way.
Phelan, are you sure you don't want to try?
I'm enjoying commentary, I promise.
Alright, man.
I need
alright.
to get up and stretch a bit. Oh, I've been sitting on my ass for too long today.
Yeah, we're at the 142 mark.
Really?
Yeah.
An hour and 42 minutes
Hour
already?
42, yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
So in other words, we've only got about less than 4 hours to go.
We're not gonna
That
go.
is if we're on pace, though.
Well, we
Yeah,
probably
that's
are.
true.
We kind of... We're bullshitting around, to be honest.
Yeah, we're more swinging around and talking about pop culture stuff than we are like doing the missions.
Yeah, well, welcome to Ada Slide, where we talk about everything that
It's
isn't
pretty
Ultimate
much
Spider-Man.
a podcast with gameplay footage. We play...
Basically, that's might as well what we be now. Or blah, 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 that might as well be what we... What? How would I word this?
This
This
is
is what we are now. This is what we are now.
This might as well be what we are now.
I'm about it.
I'm going with it.
Oh.
So I was just kind of... I always kind of find it kind of funny. It was like, oh, they're playing this game and not talking about it at all. Well, hell yeah.
Well, because we pretty much talked about everything we know really about Spider-Man we have at the moment, like based on everything we've seen.
How does this dumb mother... Oh, okay, he's a worker. Okay, never mind.
He's like, oh, I was just sightseeing. I don't know how I got up here though.
Dang, that building right next to you is really tall.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
That one.
You're welcome!
That one to your left there.
You know, this reminds me of that actually reminds me of something in Spider-Man 2. I would always like go to the highest point in the city.
And just jump.
Yeah.
I did that all the time.
I do that in the Arkham games.
What I did was that...
Oh, I have to play the Arkham games for the channel sometime.
Oh, yeah, we definitely should.
We should play a lot of Batman games.
I love the Arkham games so much.
We will get to the Arkham games, but I wouldn't mind playing some of the other Batman games,
I have Vengeance.
I do too on Xbox. We need to get that one that's like about the League of Assassins. I forgot what it was called.
Rise of Sun Tzu?
Yeah, Rise of Sun Tzu.
Isn't that the shitty one?
No.
Dark Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dark Tomorrow is really bad. Is that still at Game Exchange?
I don't know.
In the best games ever bundle?
No, they
No, we undid the bundles because somebody wanted to buy Bubsy 3.
That is bullshit, because
What?
we wanted to buy Superman 64 by itself, and you guys wouldn't let us.
I wasn't working there when that happened.
Shut up! We have to.
I cannot be held
We have
responsible
to.
for that.
We have to get mad at somebody, and the other guy's not, and the boss isn't here.
Well,
But I'm mad. Like, seriously, I asked him, can we buy Superman? Me and Shane asked him, can we just buy Superman 64? And he said, no, you gotta buy the whole collection. I was like, no,
Which
we don't wanna.
I honestly would have been okay with, because it had E.T. for the Atari 2600. I'm like, you know, I'm tempted to buy this just to collect it and hang it on the shelf. Like, yeah, I have this shitty game. I was honestly tempted to get the bundle, but I was like, I don't know.
the funny thing is, it's not a hard game to find by any means.
Oh, no,
What,
E.T.?
E.T., yeah.
No, it's not hard at all.
Oh no, I know it's not. It's just, you know, if I would have I wish I would have thought of getting it at the time, because I would have had both, oh, that was too close.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would have had both that shitty Superman game, and just to play it and see how bad it is, and and just hang up Atari 2600 on my wall or on my shelf.
Or get an Atari 2600.
A guy brought in an Atari 2600 to the store, and to give context, I work at a used video game store, so, you know,
You're the best.
I get to see some interesting things. A guy brought in a 2600 with a copy of E.T., and testing it out, Eric was there, or my manager was there, and I was like, all right, it works, so he's like, no, Phelan, play it. And I was like, no, you don't want me to play it. He recorded it and put it on the store's Facebook page, and everything was funny.
He literally made you play
Yeah, and the customer was like, yeah!
Oh my god,
Because-
that's awesome!
The said customer is a regular, and he was so happy and so ecstatic about me playing.
I wish I would have been there to check it out.
Phelan, can you ask Eric if you can maybe post that video on here?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Like,
I mean, it's like 20 seconds. It's like a 20-second video of me playing, and I'm just like, oh god, this is horrible.
Just add that in between this whole segment. Like, just cut out this 20-section segment and add Phelan playing an E.T.
Well, I had to be PG for the store, but like, you know, if I'd have been let loose, I'd be like, bleep 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 bleep. It'd be really funny.
maybe one day we'll get it or something. Maybe
I
don't know.
am trying to start a 2600 collection.
Do you have a 2600?
I don't, but I've seen a couple Craigslist listings
They're
for
not,
like
not
$30.
hard. They're not hard to find.
And they're
They're
not
like-
that expensive either.
Yeah, the most you're gonna find is like $30. Well, maybe 50, but you know, 30 is about the average price for one right now.
What was the one that barely worked? Was it the 7200?
No, that was 5800. 7200
Oh,
was
okay.
fine. It just didn't sell well.
No, you're thinking of 5200, 7800.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5200 did not work well. 7800 that works fine. It just didn't sell well.
I don't think any Atari sold well that wasn't the 2600
No.
and the 400.
Have you guys ever, you know...
What? Wait, the 400? I don't remember there being a 400.
Yeah, there's a 400.
Oh, really?
I've never heard of that. I thought the 2600 was their first.
I don't know which one came first, but yes, there is an Atari 400.
2600 should be first, since 2600 is before... Wait, did you say...
400.
You said
400.
I'm sorry. I thought you said 4,000. I don't know. I
When did it
misheard
come
that.
out?
I thought you said 4,000. Never mind. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
You know what?
So-
I'll just look it up.
Ask the wiki.
Disregard what I just said. I had another brain fart.
iPhone, tell me the magics of this world.
That's right.
You know,
No, let me at.
would it be bad?
I'll rock 'em! I'll suck 'em!
Is it a bad thing that I kind of want to get my hands on a 3DO?
No.
It 3DO was not the worst system.
The problem was that it was too expensive when it first came out.
It didn't have enough good games, but it did have some good games. The original Gex was on there.
Oh yeah, I love Gex.
While we're on the subject of obscure game consoles, I do one day want to have a CDI in my collection.
Ooh, Philips CDI?
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about
thing.
the console that made the shitty Mario and Zelda games that became famous internet memes in the early 2000s?
Okay.
Sadly, Nintendo has no one to blame but themselves for that.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
They had
Love that guy.
They had Sony ready to work with them on an expansion for the Super Nintendo and for the N64 to help them develop it and make games for it.
Could you imagine how different the landscape of gaming would be if
Pretty
Sony
much
and
Ratchet and
Nintendo
Clank.
teamed up?
Ratchet and Clank would have been on GameCube, and it would have been played. And the GameCube probably would have played DVDs.
Yeah, probably.
Like, cause Sony really pushed the idea of CD games.
And like media and all
Like
that
they're saying,
kind of
this
stuff.
is the next step. Some people have already started using it, utilizing it. You need to popularize it now. And Nintendo is like, no, we might dabble in CDs later, but we're gonna stick to our cartridges. That turns out was because it made them more money because they sold their cartridges to game developers.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the problem...
and that's what they're doing with the Switch now.
Actually, the Switch cartridge is very similar to the
3DS?
No,
DS
the PS Vita cartridges. Have you ever looked at PS Vita cartridges?
Yeah, they're very
They're
similar.
like
Yeah.
they're the exact same size and shape.
All right, quick diversion.
All right.
Atari 400 came out November 1979.
I've
That
never heard
explains
of
it.
What it played? Just Pong?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I doubt it, because Pong had their own consoles.
Wait, did I say... I said 79, right?
yeah.
Uh...
Guys.
Where is... I'm about it.
Look at Mr. T
Okay,
trying to
no.
go through the wall there.
The 2600 came first. In 1977.
Okay, so
And then the 400 was 1979.
Okay.
That's weird, but, you know, okay. Okay, maybe that one didn't do very well either. I don't know.
What was the 400? Did it have better graphics or worse graphics? Was it just to have a slimmer version?
Like I said, I don't know. I just know that it exists.
But anyway, back to the 3DO. You guys want to know what how much the 3DO originally costed when it was released?
$750.
Yeah.
That was honestly a wild guess.
No, you were right. Well, I think it was either that or 700. Either way, it's around the same price range. But no wonder not a lot of people had the consoles at the time. Like the angry video game nerd himself actually stated that he literally knew no one who had the console because of how expensive it was.
Actually, it wasn't even the most expensive console.
And that's $700 in 90s money. Or 90s, 80s money.
Actually, I think that's not even the most expensive console. I think the Neo Geo was.
Jesus.
I think. Can you look it up? I heard the Neo Geo was like really expensive because that was like arcade perfect in 1994.
Yeah, the Neo Geo had great games, but man, were they expensive to make.
The biggest thing was the cartridges.
Oh yeah, they were huge.
They had the biggest cartridges ever. Phelan, they were literally the size of an NES.
He's not kidding.
Yeah.
I remember when we were watching the 3DO when the nerd was talking about how shitty the casings were for the 3DO, where they just came in jewel casings, but they had their own like cardboard boxes.
The Neo Geo actually sold for $650.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's not bad.
3DO $700.
But look at the size of the cartridges.
But anyway, yeah, look that up. But anyway, like when we were watching the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties review by Angry Video Game Nerd, the Angry Video Game Nerd showed off the Neo Geo cartridge, and Talon was all like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You see how huge?
Huge.
Yeah, you literally had to hold them with two hands.
That's like the size of like 4 Super Nintendo cartridges.
That's why it was arcade if you're wondering how it was arcade perfect in such an early time, because the cartridges were that fucking big.